I am ready when you guys are. Yep, 100%.
All right, let us call the meeting to order at 6:30 PM.
Motion to open.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. All right, perfect. So first item up on the agenda is reorganization of the board. So we need a CPC chair and vice chair for this year.
I'll move to reappoint Adam Haywood as CPC chair.
Second.
All right, any further discussion?
Do you want the position?
You wanted.
I'll continue doing it. I'm having a good time. I feel like I'm doing an okay job.
You're doing a good job.
Agree.
All right, no, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. I'm gonna abstain from that one.
Smart.
All right, how about for vice chair?
I nominate DJ McNulty.
Second.
Accept.
Any conversation? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, that was easy.
2 for 2.
All right, next up, report on appointments of committee members. So the following members have been reappointed. Myself, as a finance board representative for 3 years. Mike as the Conservation Commission representative for 3 years. DJ as the planning board representative for 3 years. Ed as a select board representative for 3 years. Leah as a public representative for 2 years. And Elaine as a public representative for 1 year.
I'm not up for.
He's not up till next year.
Just a question, did everybody get sworn in?
It's a good question. Did everybody get re-sworn in for the new?
I've been sworn in. I don't know about Elaine.
Clerk wasn't here tonight.
Got my little
No, I haven't been.
sworn in piece.
Everybody gets sworn
Yeah.
That means you have to check in with ethics, right? And
You
Ethics,
update
yeah.
your conflict of interest and all that good stuff.
all of that stuff.
I should be up to, I'm on.
All right, next up, discussion on Community Preservation Coalition annual membership dues. So the membership dues for fiscal year '26, $1,750 be paid for out of administrative funds, just kind of throwing it out there to let you know that's what we pay to have that service of, having Stuart be able to come in and bounce stuff off him, as well as reach out online to his organization.
So it's valuable. It's something that
I
justifies the cost.
I would
And
say
think
100%.
And I think doesn't it also put us in line with a boatload of other towns?
Yeah, I think it
region.
might help keep us out of trouble, too.
Yeah, I agree.
You like that?
I'd like to stay out of trouble as best we
Is
can.
this something we vote on, or is that something?
No, just an FYI,
Sure.
unless somebody doesn't want to do it, and then I guess we can have that conversation.
Is there a list of what we get out of the deal?
Yeah, on their website.
On their website? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just look there.
Okay. All right. Discussion on Crosstown Recreational Trail, report back from the Conservation Commission.
Yes, so we met last week or the week before, I forget, with the town administrator, and the commission is getting another quote from a trail company that Essex County Greenbelt recommends. And once we get that, we're gonna get that, the cost of not only design, but building it. And then we'll be able to determine what we're gonna do next, because if we can design and build it for $18,000, then we'll move forward. If we can't, then the commission will either decide to drop the project or find a grant to make up the difference. So that's where we're at.
Okay, and then drop the project with the intention of resubmitting.
Yeah, right. once we know the cost of building and
Yep. I think one thing to take note of that is on future applications, if you're gonna do the work with volunteers, I'd say that's great, but I still think maybe carrying some money if you can't get the volunteers, or at least covering it, right? It'd be a lot easier to give back 10 grand than have to scrap the whole thing, replace it, and
Yes.
redo it.
Yes.
So just maybe, food for thought moving forward.
No, that's absolutely true. And you'll notice in my wife Dan's report for the community garden, that's what she did, put in
Yeah.
the cost of it, but say,
Yeah.
this amount could be covered by volunteers.
Yeah, I gave a quick read of that. That was, I like that, and each thing is very, very well itemized. All right, next up, we have discussion on the CPA plan and application edits. So, just want to make sure everybody's good. We had talked about the deadlines for new project submissions. I spelled them out in the minutes from the last meeting. But basically having the public hearing in September, having an optional October meeting where, people can come in with a basic concept, a rough estimate, rough timeframes. An optional meeting for November with a more detailed concept, accurate estimate, accurate timeframes. Changing the final project submission to December 1st. During our December meeting, the committee will review the applications, kind of like we did this year, and just kind of bounce them around each other. January meeting, an in-depth review of the applications, as well as the applicant Q&A. And then February meeting, review any amended applications, ensure projects fall into CPA guidelines, determine if the projects fall in line with the CPA plan or the master plan. And again, I think that's more if we ever get to a point where we have more projects than money. And then adding a second February meeting to vote on the projects, given enough time to present to the select board, finance board, get with the town moderator to get it out on the interwebs and an explanation for it so that, people come to town meeting prepared. So if we're good with those, we'll lock that down. And for the next meeting, I also want to edit the application for this year and have that, finalize that so that we can have it.
You want me to put that stuff in there and send it to you before the next meeting?
That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
If you would, if you want to take that, I would greatly appreciate it. And then I think we can vote on the next meeting to do the public hearing. That should give us enough time, right? It's 2 weeks notice for that? So that should give us plenty of time to do that. We'll take care of that at the next meeting. Another thing I threw in here that I thought was interesting, Jason Naves had sent me an article that the Watertown CPA, actually, they're holding workshops, during the week. I don't know, it's a Tuesday or a Thursday morning, for people that are interested in coming in and discussing how to maybe get a project going, and they'll have representatives there to help them. But that shot a light off in my head that,
Are those live or are those,
live in person.
okay,
But a light bulb went off in my head, and we have the Groveland Day thing, and I wonder if, maybe we set up a booth over there, between the 9 of us can maybe rotate, a couple people at a time and be there and be a sounding board. If anybody does have any ideas, try and get some positive, outreach going on.
it's a great idea.
So I think I'd like to take care of, see if we can't hop on that. I believe that's the first weekend in September. Is it Labor Day or the weekend after?
The 8th,
8th.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8, yeah.
Is it, am I right?
This year, yeah, it's like the 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I'll reach out to the Groveland Day Committee and see what we need to to get a little booth set up. And then, you know, if there's a cost associated with it, we can certainly pull that from administrative funds where it's advancing the CPA. So I will, it actually it's gonna work really well with our new timelines that we implemented too, so.
Sure.
All right. Next up, discussion on CPA construction banner signage.
Oh, somebody has words.
Someone had some homework to do?
Yep. So multiple options, I didn't print them out.
Okay.
But I can kind of just give the verbiage. There's obviously a lot of different options, the way we want to verbalize it. But obviously we would put something with our Groveland logo on it, right? That, I mean, I would assume we use the new one. We could use the older.
I like the new one.
The new one pops a little bit more, I
Yeah,
think,
stated-
visually.
Yeah. 100%.
And then you could put in with big letters, CPA funds at work, right? Nice and large next to it. And then you put this project funded by the citizens of Groveland through the Community Preservation Act, is
I like
one
that
option. One option. There's another one that just has same thing. Everything, put your logo, show CPA. This project is funded in part by the citizens of Groveland through the CPA. You could, and
Do you want to send those, it looks like you got photos, do you want to
do.
send those around so we can just kind of look at them that way
Yeah.
and sort of
Yep.
see what it's like? Because
Yep.
I think these are all good ideas.
yeah.
It's really narrowing down the verbiage, and I'll send it to the sign guy, and I'll have him do a draft.
A mock-up,
and then
yeah.
Well, it looks like he's got examples, which it kind of like is a good sort of place to start anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, this project receives funding assistance from the residents
Hey, guys.
of Groveland through the Community Preservation Act, you know?
Hey, guys, we're meeting right now. Thanks.
I'll send them to the group email that you just did the,
Yeah,
thing on there.
that's fine.
Is there a limit to the amount, price-wise?
No, whatever fits on the sign can print on the sign, the price doesn't change.
Okay.
Yeah, what was it, like 15, it was,
It was-
whatever it was, a square inch or whatever.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 15 bucks a square foot.
Square foot, that's what it
Okay.
was. I'm gonna add these photos that I have just right to that email thread that we all got our,
Sending those around?
That's great.
Yeah.
and we can all kind of.
Yeah, like I say, if we can just nail down the verbiage so that we can kind of move that. I know the skate park's starting up soon. I'd like to see that get on there.
Yeah.
So. All right, next up, discussion on new project kickoffs. So we had a kickoff meeting for the Omnibus Trail project. A lot of new way of going at it. Rebecca spent a lot of time to set it up on a share file so everyone has access to it, which is gonna make her memos go away because we'll be able to just pull the information off the share drive.
So I can speak to that a little bit. So we had our meeting and we signed the grant application. Rebecca has set up, it's called SharePoint is the methodology. And there's still some kinks as far as figuring out how we can all manipulate it remotely, but it looks like it's going to be a really streamlined things so that, you know, multiple people can access it from where they are. So it's going to be good, but we still have to kind of iron out some of the logistical kinks.
Yeah, she's actually also working to get past projects into that same type of portal.
When it's up and running, and I've taken a look at it, you know, it's going to be great. Like I said, it's going to take a little time to kind of get the functionality up to speed, but I can report as to our project. What's happened so far is we haven't spent any money yet. We just met last week on the grant application. We've signed it. Rebecca tells me that as far as the big belly trash compactor, she's going to get in the work on ordering it and figuring that out. We have narrowed possible sites on it on the rail trail. It's either going to be at the terminus in Main Street or kind of in the middle over where School Street intersects the trail. So I think we're going to get some input from Arthur to see what he thinks would be most advantageous, trash-wise and things like that between those two options. Additionally, Mike Dempsey and I are gonna walk some number of these trails next Wednesday and Thursday to get a better idea of like where we're gonna site things, what the trails look like right now, and sort of get much more detailed concept of, what the next couple of months look like as far as what we're doing. And that'll help us with procurement, because we're gonna try to procure things, as much as possible together so that we can, save costs that way instead of doing it piecemeal. And I understand there's storage at VZ Park that we can use in the event that we have, some additional supplies and things like that that need to be there for a bit. But it all looks like we're making some progress. $0 have been spent so far, but in a month we'll have another update, and I think we'll be able to use SharePoint for the, for kind of like the
Guinea
getting
pig.
it going. Yeah, for sure.
And then we have the project kickoffs for the affordable housing and the Congregational Church scheduled for Friday, the 18th.
Al,
Yes, sir.
just a question on that.
Yep.
On a Rutland project, maybe through you to Mike. Mike, are you planning on putting in some kind of a request for the lily pads at Johnson's Pond? That's getting pretty bad up there. I know it was done a few years back, and it didn't seem to work very good, but it's closing in again, and also over by the cove. And I got a phone call about that over the weekend, that I'm not even sure you could get a boat, a canoe out from the lower part of Easy Park, on the Nuns Hill, whatever we're calling it. But are you planning on something to mitigate that problem up there?
Well, I wasn't. We've done it twice, kind of as a pilot to see how effective it would be. And I think we kind of proved that it's going to require either annual maintenance or something else that we're not doing. But,
What method are they using? Are
Well,
they just dredging it, or are they just?
no,
cutting
it's
them?
hydro raking.
Okay.
So they were able to hydro rake basically the bay that's at VZ Park. And, after like 3 years, it just fills in again, like Ed says. So, I don't know.
Where,
How long ago was that done? Do you remember?
That was done in I believe it was 2021, so it's been 4 years.
And it was supposed to be done the year after also, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, we didn't have enough money to do it. I thought we might have enough money to do it again, but we didn't. There's also difficulty, getting into the pond. We had Larry Kelly donate the use of one of his tractors there to get the boat into the pond, but I don't think we can do that anymore. So the whole thing definitely needs to be looked at again. So we should probably put it on the list to talk about that kind of stuff, because I think it's a good idea, but I'm not quite sure fully what the best option is.
I know they just got grant money for a fishing dock at Johnson Pond. Is that in that same area, or where is that gonna?
No, I think they're gonna put it on the other side of the pond, on Center Street.
And this whole discussion is about a maintenance issue, so it's probably not, it's probably a good idea to discuss, but probably not for this board.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends.
If you could get rid of the problem and not require maintenance,
Yeah,
then I think it plays.
that's fair.
But if it's an ongoing thing,
Yeah.
I don't think it does. So I think it may be a different approach,
Right.
may be able to play.
It's
Right.
ongoing, it's a program. You can't eradicate anything fully. It always will come back, and you have to continue to maintain it. I did it in a previous board for a pond, and it comes in, whether it's boats coming from outside outside areas that are being brought in, it gets transferred in. It doesn't, you can't eradicate it completely. So it would be a program, but it's always a good thing to try to do if you can try to, because it can become a real problem.
Part of the problem over there with the vegetation growing is that the pond was raised, the sunlight wouldn't get down to the bottom of the pond, and that's the problem. The
Yeah.
sunlight is causing the lily pads and others to grow. And that was mentioned at the time that it
Yeah.
was done, and then,
So are you saying if we dig it deeper, then they won't grow?
well.
In layman's terms, educate me, I don't
I
know.
think that if you, if the pond was raised, and I'm not sure you could do that, then you wouldn't have the sunlight getting down and, getting everything to grow.
I know that the highway department is working on a plan to put an automated stop there at Washington Street. And because that's been some of the difficulty is, putting the stops in and taking them out is a constant project. So, I don't know, I mean, what I think is, let me think about what other things might, because I've looked into it before, what other things might be possible, and then bring it up at our needs meeting, right? Make sense?
I took a ride over there the other day. There's a pair of swans,
I saw them too.
and as I drove by the other morning, it almost looked like they had a little one. So when I come home after work, I took the wife and couldn't spot him on Washington Street, so we drove around Center Street. And I remember years ago when Ed and I were both on the fire department, we used to pull a truck down where Haverhill had its pumping station. You can't even see the pumping station anymore. It's all grown in, plus they put a gate. The gate would stop a truck, but you can't get through the trees now. That's how much it's grown in.
Yeah.
And then you went all the way down to the Groveland, Boxford line. Used to basically down where the cable TV company had their gear. But it's really grown. I was surprised how much. I haven't been out there in a long time. It's seriously grown in.
Well, Johnson Pond is, as you know, Mike, is what they call a great pond, more than 10 acres.
Yeah,
And it's supposed to be promoted for fishing, fowling, and boating. And just to expand on what Kim had said, if people were out there boating, there's no way to get a power boat out there to do a rescue. And that area that we used to go down, which would be to the left side, actually, you could make a U-turn, and come right back up onto Center Street. There was 2 entrances, and if that was cleaned out, it's still hot-topped out there. You could get a rescue boat in there. The way it is now, you're gonna have to carry something, and that's gonna take some time. And they blocked off what we used to use down on, I call it the S-curve, heading up towards Boxford. They put posts in there, and that's where you used to be able to back in and dump off a rescue boat. Well, there's no place to get any big piece of equipment in there.
well, the, Rebecca and I met with the state, Fish and Game, the department that manages boating, fishing, and they're supposed to come back to us with a proposal to put both a fishing pier and a boat launch over there on Center Street. So we can see what that looks like.
Yeah, and that if it, seems to you to be a safety issue and things like that, it may be ripe for discussion at the select board.
Well, it's been brought up before.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a good vehicle and a good way to collaborate with,
Yeah, we
like,
brought it up
conservation.
to- Brought it up and,
Yeah.
it went nowhere.
All right. Excellent. Any more on Johnson Pond? Good. Any more on new projects?
Just to get a couple comments.
Shoot.
At Shanahan Field, they've got the top coating of hot top on, they've got the lines painted, the handicap parking signs are up. The only thing left is two spots for charging
Electric vehicle.
electric vehicles. I assume that the electric department might do that. I don't know if it was in the package.
I don't believe it was.
And then as far, I know that Rebecca had put both the, that and the ramp on the other side of the library here down, and the handrails are installed.
That happened. That must have happened like today or yesterday.
No, it
Like,
happened a couple days ago, but
Yeah.
I was a little surprised it didn't go all the way down. You've gotta work your way up 20 feet up the path before the first handrail.
That doesn't sound,
And I can't remember in the bid, was there supposed to be some sort of solar lighting to light that up a little bit?
I can check with Rebecca.
don't
I'm not,
know,
I'm not
but
familiar
I-
with
that's
it.
what I
Looks good.
remember.
The hot
Rebecca
top
told-
job was good.
Really?
Shut up
It's,
there.
the rail seemed a little short, and I didn't know if it finished, it was required, I don't know if we wrote in lighting. But other than that, those projects, I think the contract did a good job.
Did, my memory was that they were gonna put up no parking signs on the street over where Shanahan was. I don't know if I saw that those were up, but I think everything else is
I
up.
haven't seen that. I
Yeah.
noticed that they
No,
they
last
put-
time I rode by, there were people
They
parked there.
fixed the driveway going into Dr. Dark's old building,
Yeah,
and they put fence up leading on the other side of that building between that and where Sheehan uses the, goes into their house, and they put they put an A-berm and hot top, and did a nice job.
Mhm.
And cleaned up well, so,
kudos there.
those two items, they look good.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's got the as-bills yet for all the drainage,
Hmm.
but that would definitely need before they
I-
get paid off.
I believe they're still working on like a punch list. So,
But no, I just making a comment, tell everybody that it looks good.
Yep.
Your funds at work,
Yeah.
right,
she did an excellent job too, combining those two projects and saving a ton of money.
yeah. Do we have any idea, like, where it's gonna come in?
No, it was, she probably does, I
I'm
don't.
sure, Yeah,
She told me roughly she'd cut 100,000, saved 100,000.
wouldn't surprise me one bit.
By putting the two projects together.
Yeah.
That's some serious money.
All right, well, that's a good kickoff for the update from the town administrator on open projects. So, pardon me, I'm gonna read it off my phone because it's just easier this way. So, open projects, there hasn't been much significant progress since the last report. Shanahan project is just about complete. Pines project awaiting pavement markings and a few remaining punch list items, getting very close. The skate park, 90% construction document set is currently under internal review, and we expect to have the 95% plans ready in the next few days. Once they have that, they'll kick it back to us so we can see how it aligns to the scope on the project. And then we've got an update on planting and maintaining and preserving trees. Company interested in our Adopt a Space program to provide plantings around the new sign was completed. A small area was cleared in preparation for planting at the sign. And then the trees planted in 2024 had tree bags in place and watering began. What's the company that did the Adopt a Space?
Lovely Earth.
Lovely Earth. Thank you. All right, and then the Crosstown Trail, we already discussed where that was going. And then the last thing we have is the final report on the community garden design phase. Which they've put together a pretty detailed scope of what it would take to kick this off. I assume this is gonna go as a 2026 project.
Maybe, I think she's also pursuing private money too.
Good, love it. But it looks like a total project cost coming in right around 30,000 with a bunch of options to use some volunteer and really knock that price down. I really like how that went, how at the end of like having that design phase and then having like what you need to really go forward is an excellent
Template.
maybe something to follow in the future. It's a really detailed scope of exactly what's gonna be involved, exactly, the steps that are gonna get taken on it. It'd be a slam dunk easy project to push through. All the legwork is done. So that was the end of the town administrator updates. Again, that was kind of vague, but it's halfway in between swapping everything over to electronic and
No, sure.
whatnot, so you should just pick the bullet points out.
I've got a question. Can we get a report from the a financial report from the town administrator? Because I haven't seen this in a couple years now, how much total money we've got, how much is in each fund, updated through the last edition, which should have been from from the April town meeting when we allocated those amounts to each category.
Yeah, so I'll have her get it as of July 1.
Yeah. Because she also, any of those closed projects will have money put back to the categories.
Just kind of see where everything's at.
Yes.
Makes sense. I know I asked her to do it last year, so she had a spreadsheet. It was pretty simple.
I remember it was in the annual meeting as well, the town meeting. I think the other numbers were there too. But yeah, she had a report last year.
But I will ask for that and try and have it for next meeting. All right, next up, we have set date for the next meeting. We've got August 11th
Sounds good.
at 6:30.
When?
August 11th.
August 11th.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up, approval of minutes from the 6/16/25 meeting.
I move to approve the minutes from the 6/16/2025 meeting.
I second it.
All right, any conversation? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Abstain.
Appropriate.
All right. Other items not reasonably anticipated. Ed? Kim?
No?
Linda?
It's fine.
I've got nothing. Mike?
No.
Not me.
Yeah. Patrick?
No, sir.
DJ?
Just briefly, I did print out the state's exemption for the CPA process. From my eyes, looking at it quickly, it does not, it's not appealing. It doesn't make it look easy, right? So I am.
I figure that's intentional.
Yeah, so I am going through it, and like I said, when I find some extra time, I'm gonna make a cheat sheet, right? An easy to read, a little kind of a helping
When is the deadline for that? Do we know yet? I gotta reach out to
No, the assessor.
the assessor
It
and
has to
find
be,
out, because I feel like that's information,
Yeah.
if they need it in August or whatever, like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
I think I have it downloaded as a file, so I'll be able to look right on the file and see if it's there. Files.
While the EJ is looking, he did just now email those photos of what signage could look like. It's helpful. So I think everybody has that now.
Do we want to decide tonight?
It'd be great if we could, it'd kind of speed the process up.
I kind of like the third one best.
Is that the Southwick one?
I like the green one.
Yeah, it's the green one.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that as well.
It just kind of jumps out at you, right? You could
Yeah,
just-
it's in your face.
Yeah. Does anyone else?
This
have
one, the community, this one, the
The one
last,
below.
this one, yeah.
Does anyone else have any feelings
guys-
about that?
Any
About the
thought-
signage?
Sorry, you guys aren't even looking at it. These are the samples you just sent over.
But they all say a similar,
Thinking.
Yeah, I
like
think I
that
like
is
the one,
kinda-
I like the green one the best.
They all very similar.
Yeah,
yeah, which one,
yeah. I kind of prefer the green one because I think it gave more information.
They have a sign.
This is
these are gonna be banners?
like a temporary,
or
like, while the
Yeah.
job's going on, not like,
No.
not
No
a
banners,
finished
Just a
On,
banner?
on the project.
operation.
And
Like, almost like a baseball, one of those baseball banners that you'd hang up on the
Yeah,
fence,
yeah,
the back,
Yeah.
so you can move it to
Yeah,
the
it's like,
next
it's kind of
project.
big and in your face.
Well, I definitely like the idea that said, you know, people, their tax money
Yeah.
is
Right,
at work.
exactly. That's the thing
what
that I
has
think
to
is most
happen.
appealing.
I think general consensus is the green one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You want to vote on it?
Yeah,
Let's vote on it.
make
I-
a motion.
I can make a motion to say that we use the template of the green sign of the 4 signs. It's the third one.
Example 4. It's
Example
the
3.
File named
Oh,
example 4.
Example
Four.
4,
Three.
right? No, right, it says example 4. I gotcha.
Yep.
And that be the template for what we use.
And I second that motion.
In discussion?
I just make sure that we use the proper, not Southwick, we use Groveland.
Excellent suggestion.
Southwick would be so mad.
I'll proofread it real good before
Yeah.
we hit buy now, one click.
Very good.
All those in favor?
All right.
I think they're great. Yeah.
Perfect.
Great job, DJ.
Thanks.
All right.
And to go back to the exemption, there is no cutoff, so if you've already paid and you submit it, then you would be refunded for that year.
Awesome. Good to know.
That's
Is it
how the
for, like-
application, that's how the application reads at the bottom, in fine print.
Excellent. All right. That's all I've got.
Wow.
I'll
Motion
float a
to-
oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'll float a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in
All right,
favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned, 7:07 PM.
New rep.
That's great work, guys.
Have a good night, everyone. You are?